Hey, welcome back. Another edition of Taptico Talks and
Dave learns AI.
and Dave learns AI.
Dave doesn't like that part. I don't know why. Because Taptico Talks, it sounds like, hello, it's Taptico Talks. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm feeling
What's your favorite coffee?
I'm feeling
verklempt. I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. Taptico Talks about plants.
I think part of the reason why the Dave learns AI thing for me doesn't necessarily hit because I'm asking a lot of questions that aren't necessarily AI. You know, it's all obviously a part of what we do at Taptico Solutions, taptico.co.
Cling. Cling, cling.
Founder Nick Tapp and partner right here, Dave Clapper. There's so much more to talk about in kind of this movement that is AI generated. The movement is AI generated. But what we do is so much more than AI. It's marketing. It's
That's what we do, but that's not what this podcast is about.
Analytics. Absolutely. But in our conversation, for me, it's like, okay, it's more than just learning. But it is some learning because you do teach me some things that I have no idea what you're talking about. Drop a bomb on me right now and tell me about something that you know I have no idea what I'm talking about.
JSON code prompting.
You are absolutely right. Tell me more about it.
So JSON code prompting is something that I'm currently learning that whenever I see things online that I'm like, I need to learn this, I send it to myself, and it is currently in my inbox. But from a high level, JSON is JSON, and that is just the language that these models understand. It's like it's code, but it's not code. Hard to explain, but it's kind of like a watered down like JavaScript, right? SQL, whatever. I'm not a coder, so I don't know. But what JSON does is it actually, and it's JSON, when you use JSON code to prompt visual models, it does a much better, more crisp job. So I saw Jurgen Tribble's episode. One of the next things I think he'll be diving.
Oh, puberty. It's a real thing.
That's right. Hey, 47-year-old, 15-year-old right here. Giggity. So anyway, so JSON prompting is kind of the next level of, it's where no code is starting to meet low code in the prompting side. And it's very easy to learn. It's just the way that the models understand it, and it makes it a little bit more better. It's not natural language, which is what everything is processed by right now.
So real basic implementation of something that I did yesterday and was overwhelmed by that term code and actually the look of it. Because when I see code, I'm like, I like a heart palpitations. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know. I mean, the good thing is now we're in a place where oftentimes all you have to do is hit cut and paste. You don't have to write it. Everything's kind of being written by itself. And implementation, this is what I did, is I created some content in one form of like a service. And then I needed to actually copy the code and put it into another one for distribution. And ultimately, it was pretty easy. It was like, okay, copy as HTML code, copy, boom, paste, pow, done. What is it that you think people fear so much about code?
The same thing that they fear about swimming in deep lakes when the water gets cold. They don't know what's in there. They don't understand it. They can't see it. They can't read it. It's a wall of text in a language that you don't know. I would be just as intimidated if you brought a wall of Sanskrit to me as if you would bring a wall of CSS code, right? So from the beginning of time, people were scared and worried and often avoided things that they didn't understand.
Yeah, they still do.
Right.
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah, and code is one of those things.
Yeah.
Good news is that coding is going to be one of the first things that goes away. It's already getting there when it comes to AI. So there's a bunch of tools out there right now. One's called Lovable. You can literally tell it what you want.
It'll write the code.
It'll write the code.
But then how do you know what to do with that code? It'll tell you what to do with it too.
What now do I do with it?
Yeah.
Lovable AI is one. Gemini, which is Google's LLM. You can draw a picture of what you want an app to look like and say, code this for me. And literally, like, take a picture, put it in Gemini 2.5 Pro, and say, create an app based on this image.
Yeah.
And it will do it.
That's pretty amazing.
Right.
So, I mean, that's great in theory, but have you actually seen it in action? Have you done that?
Actually, yeah. I believe it or not, I'm single, and so I drew a picture of a ginger, and I did gingertinder.com, which is now an app that you can download.
Gingertinder.com.
Yeah, but the only available male on there is me. So
that's awesome.
Still no matches.
Gingertinder.com.
That's right.
Check it out. So one of the things that we do is we try to help small businesses, small, medium, large businesses. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody that I talk to, everybody understands the importance of AI, the idea that it's time to transition certain parts of their job into AI, but there's a ton of fear in regards to like, I don't know how to do it, so they're overwhelmed. So one of the things that we do is we'll set up AI systems that make sense. For the small businesses that you see out there that are actually trying to get into this world, what is the number one most common mistake you see people are making trying to kind of go it alone?
So being overly simplistic. So in prompts. So prompting, we talked about this last episode that we had. Prompting is literally the key to using AI, because every AI tool is only as smart as the prompt that you give it, or is only as useful as the prompt that you give it. It's like Google search, right? If you go into Google and type taco,
you'll get something.
Yeah. But you're looking for taco recipes. Or
I'm talking taco restaurant.
Taco restaurant near me.
Yeah.
Or anything else that's taco adjacent.
Yeah.
So what I want people to start doing is considering your AI, your large language model. It's a tool, yes, but it's a collaborative tool. So start thinking of it as a partner or a collaborator. So for instance, and we can go back to the taco deal, the Google, what people that are new to AI are completely overlooking is the fact that you have to guide it. It is the smartest possible collaborator you can ever have. And GPT-5 is about to come out, going to be 10x smarter, by the way. But it's only as smart as you allow it to be. So it's like the old adage, women are only as evil as you allow them to be.
Evil?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Evil.
Okay.
It's Joe Firstman's song.
Oh, okay.
That's great. Joe Firstman, props.
Who doesn't reference a Joe Firstman in their quotes of life? I'm leaving Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I know one of the songs.
After Los Angeles, but it's a hidden
whatever.
track. So, but anyway, so yeah, I would say practice. Talk to it like you would talk to an intern. Talk to it. Okay, if you don't have interns, talk to it like you would your kid. A smart kid that's going to go do whatever you ask.
Not one of mine.
Not one of your kids. Got to keep them from eating their own toenails.
True story.
But they're good-looking kids.
They are good-looking.
Which is why they're so dumb.
Yeah.
Take Tribble, for instance.
I was just going to say.
Just kidding, Tribs. We love you. Yeah, so I would say, just get used to, everyone feels silly talking to a computer. Everyone does. But get used to it. And, you can do it with voice or you can do it with typing. But either way that you do it, give it as many guardrails and guidelines and instructions as possible.
One of the things that we like to talk about is, because you're on the front lines, you're not a coder, you're not a developer, you're a learner of the technology. And one of the main reasons why you're spending a lot of time learning it is because you've created now a business that you're going to teach other people how to learn it. So it's kind of important that you know what in the world is going on. Tribble and I talked about it last week about how just the constant change and the evolution. And you've already mentioned ChatGPT 5.0 coming out.
Just 5.
Okay, just 5. So they got 4.0, 4.5, and now it's just going to be 5. They're just dropping the 0.0 because they're thinking...
Their naming is just weird. 03, and it's not an O, it's a small O, not a zero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what happens when you get really, really smart people in a room. And Anyway, ultimately what I wanted to ask is, from the last time we talked, what has been like the big evolution in the industry that you're like, holy mackerel, that was huge. And I bring it up, one of the last things you said is you were talking about the first AI-directed completed surgery. And there was a pancreatic surgery or something for a pig. Has there been anything else in the trades that you've been like, oh my gosh, like, wow, I wasn't anticipating that, or really enthusiastic about, or something that's just going to make our lives even 10 times easier than they already are?
We talked about GPT-5.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to that because it's going to be huge.
Yeah. It's coming out in August, they say.
They said July, and now they're saying August. But I saw an interview with Sam Altman, which I think you watched as well.
I watched it as well, yeah. Yeah.
And Theo Vaughn podcast, fantastic, because Theo Vaughn is hilarious. But you have Theo Vaughn that is very out there.
Yeah.
Right?
I think he plays a part well.
He plays a part very well, but his part is kind of like country dumb.
Kind of dumb, yeah.
Right. Talking to one of the smartest men in the world. It's hilarious to see them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I think Theo slipped up a couple of times and actually looks much smarter than he plays off.
Yeah, he's definitely playing a character.
Yeah.
But you have to be very smart to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one thing that I think will come out is GPT-5. And I say that I have no idea what it's going to be capable of. But Sam Altman said that as he was using it, he said, oh my God, we've done it. And he said, the quote was, I don't know if it's good or bad, but we've done it.
Mm.
And he said, because Theo, I think, asked him, has there ever been a time where your mind was blown?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, when as I'm testing GPT-5.
Yeah.
Because basically we are at the precipice of the AI becoming smarter, not than just the smartest human, but smarter than the aggregate of all of humankind that has ever existed put together. And that's a quote.
Wow.
So that is where it starts to get scary, because we think that we're smarter than everything, because we are currently. But at some point, AI will become self-improving. AI will become redwood and Muir Woods that is just growing and growing and growing, and it won't stop growing ever. And at some point, we're not going to know how to stop it. And if we think we find out how to stop it, it'll that's cute.
Yeah. You think you can stop me?
Right.
I mean, we've been watching movies about this for 40 years.
40 years.
I mean, if not longer.
Yeah. Well, you much longer than me.
Well,
obviously.
I just mean the movies have had this topic for a long time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My mistake. But
I'm not that much older than you anymore.
Older?
Yeah, I'm still. What's
What do you
contact?
mean anymore?
Anymore.
You know, you stay the same age as I get older.
I know, but it's something about when I'm 40 and you're 34.
Right.
That feels like I'm older than you. But, now that I'm in my 50s and you're pushing 50, I feel like we're kind of in this together now.
I think once I hit 50,
Then we're in it together.
and you'll be pushing 60. So then I'll say then.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, what's context layering?
So context layering, let's break it down the term. Okay. Context, right? You know what context is?
Yeah. It's like content.
No, it's not at all.
No?
No. Kind of, but no.
Okay.
So context is...
the reason behind. In what context are you telling me this? That's using it in a sentence.
Right. So the context layering would be, the context is, I'm the director of marketing for Dave's Shoe Warehouse. That's one layer of context. I've got these new shoes that are coming in that aren't selling. Another layer of context. The ideal customer for this shoe is high school basketball players. That's another layer of context. Give me some marketing ideas on how to generate buzz in Roswell, Georgia. More context. And then asking for that output.
It's setting the story in your prompting, your prompt engineering.
It's like when we talked about the context of ordering your multi-layered drink, where I order coffee large, you order a triple shot white latte flat with three espresso shots and 2 stevias, cold, quarter ice.
By the way, when I talked about my Starbucks order in the last episode, I was ridiculed for how many stevias I used.
I saw some chick went in there.
Just
was
like,
oh that's
my
a lot
God.
of stevias, Dave.
I always thought, hey, it's not Splenda. It's, it's not Sweet and Low. It's
Right.
not Equal. And I was chastised.
Serious.
Oh,
that woman.
what are some things that you would give in regards to advice for a small business owner who's going, okay, I need to figure it out? Because yes, the basic AI is, all right, I'm going to reference ChatGPT or my LLM. I'm going to put in the context layering. I'm going to prompt it to answer these questions. But that's just an LLM. Like, that is just one single piece of the AI puzzle, right? I mean, that's like the all-knowing and all that stuff. But there are everyday new programs that are generated through AI technology to do things.
Right.
Like, if you're talking with a small business owner, would you sit down and go, what are those things that we could utilize as tools to put into your tool shed to find the most success? Is that how you would kind of tackle that when you're sitting down with a small business owner?
I would ask what their problems are first.
Okay.
So I would, we always use the analogy that we're doctors and we're here to diagnose the problem and then subscribe the medicine.
Prescribe.
What did I say? Subscribe?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got OnlyFans, by the way.
So your
so
subscription.
I'm so used to,
yeah.
Tap below, smash that like button, gang. So I start with the end in mind, right? The end that we're starting with is I miss too many. I'm a landscape architect. I'm in the field doing stuff, measuring whatever landscape architects do, but they're not sitting behind a desk and they're not strapped to their phone. I would say, okay, so what are some of your main issues? I miss way too many phone calls. I have to order inventory, but I have to go to the warehouse to check it to see if it's in before I know that I need to order it, blah, 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 blah. All of those things can be solved by AI. The tools that they need are situational based, I would say.
Yeah.
Or context based. So
that's one of the things that you like to do then when you go into a prospective client. You sit down, you ask them what are their pain points, and then because you've got some experience, some knowledge, and at least some reference, so you can go, I got some ideas to help solve those problems. And a lot of those problems are based in AI directives for the most part.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, ish.
AI
directives.
I don't know. It sounded like a good word that just fit into whatever I was saying.
Let's give me some context on directive. So no, it's just like, it's a toolkit, right? You're building a house. Are you going to use a hammer on plumbing?
That would be a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah.
So get the wrench, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to use a wrench on painting?
Also a bad idea.
No, you're going to use a paintbrush.
Yeah.
So it's learning what tools solve which problems, and the tools are going to be coming fast and quick, just like Dave. And too much? Should we edit that out? No one's watching this anyway.
That's true. I am.
Hey. But
you are awesome, by the way.
You talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Future Dave, you are handsome AF. But I keep looking at his moose knuckle too. So my man's walking around with grapefruits. So long story short, it really is just matching the tool with the outcome that you're looking.
So anybody who would want to hire us would have to be in it for a little bit of humor, is what you're saying right now.
Yeah,
so,
I don't want to work with assholes, man. I want to enjoy work. I want to enjoy the people I work with. I don't want to solve problems for people who probably deserve the problems.
Ooh,
You know, the kind of person that says everyone wants a piece of me.
Yeah.
Those kind of people that say, hey, I'm going to do all this stuff for you. I'm not going to pay you anything. Don't you just want to work with me?
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people I don't want to work with.
It's a good thing I've changed.
It is. He is my first boss out of college, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it that's about what I got today.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel great. What is first thing that comes to your brain right now? What's the best tip that you learned in the last 20 minutes? Go.
The best tip that I learned is constant. It really comes down to the same topic, really. And sometimes the more you say something, the more it kind of settles in the brain. At least for me, like I need repetition.
Everyone does
in everything that I do. So the context layering, the engineering of the prompts, because there's still a big part of me that's super lazy when it comes to prompts. It's like the question is about as vague as it can be. And I'll get what I would at that moment go, okay, there's my answer. But to really understand the importance and to really kind of put it into practice and to take the time, because say it takes me 8 seconds to write a prompt, but it takes me another 48 seconds to write a really good prompt. It's probably worth my extra 48 seconds to just go, hey, get it right and get it more, more strategic, more like directed into what the solution of whatever my issue is. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things for me. I find that the more that you do, the more that you discover, the more that you use, obviously, the more that you can potentially help people with problems and come up with solutions. And ultimately, I mean, that's kind of what you've been doing. You've been held up in a basement, not really in a cave, just trying to figure out all these tools to help people out.
Yeah, it's just getting the reps. One thing, while you're talking about prompting, I think we should give our viewers a gift.
Oh, yeah?
Lyra?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Should we drop a link to Lyra in the
description?
description?
You know what? You definitely need to talk more about it. You've mentioned it to us in our own meetings, and I haven't utilized it a whole lot. So it was on Monday, so it's Wednesday. So, but how about let's explain that? Let's explain the Lyra prompt and what it'll do for you in your LLM if you're going to use it.
So the Lyra prompt is a prompt that went somewhat viral last week.
Any idea who wrote it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those like,
Yeah.
But I have no idea what Lyra stands for. It's Lyra. And it basically is a prompt that creates perfect prompts. So you're going to start seeing a lot of these, by the way, coming out. And agents, they're going to be prompting agents. They're going to write prompts for you. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. So a Lyra prompt basically provides perfect prompts for what you're looking for. So it kind of comes at you from a diagnosis standpoint, and that it asks you to clarify things, and then it generates a prompt based on your answers.
Give me an example.
An example would be, that's a lot. I can't come up with one right now because the Lyra prompt is 2 pages long.
Okay.
So, but all you would do, like for instance, we'll drop it a link to a Google Doc or something in the description below in the YouTube. We'll also put it on our LinkedIn if you're not following us on LinkedIn.
You can put it on our website too.
Put it on our website. We'll do all the stuff. But basically, it's a fill in the blanks. It's almost like a Mad Libs. Remember those as a kid?
Yeah.
And you just fill in what you need.
Yeah.
And then it will go through the model and do all of its smart stuff.
Okay, let's start this from step one, just because you're teaching me. So the Lyra prompt is a prompt that you pretty much cut and paste, put it in your LLM. But you don't just put it in your general question, you actually put it into a project. So now it's a project. So now when you go in and you got to figure out a solution to whatever your problem is, you want to go specifically into the project that is Lyra. Instead of asking the general desktop of your LLM, you'll want to go to the Lyra project in your LLM. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, you can use it however you'd like. The Lyra prompt, it should probably be its own project. You go there first to create whatever prompt that you need for whatever you're working on.
Okay, so all I'm using Lyra for is to help me build the best prompt available.
Consider it a prompt coach for you.
Okay, so it's not the project I want to ask the question. It's the project that I want to ask the prompt.
Right.
That's amazing, because there are a lot of people like me, like I just admitted, my prompts kind of suck. And to be able to go into that and go, hey, I suck at prompts. Here's what I need. Help me build a prompt to get what I need.
Right.
So But you still have to prompt the prompt, right? Like,
You literally copy and paste this into the prompt.
no, but I mean, you're having to prompt Lyra.
Right.
So, I mean, you still got to come with something.
Well, this is the prompt.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's,
They cannot.
no, it's very long. And this is actually not as long as some prompts are.
Yeah.
But yes, but basically it's teaching it how to think. Say, for instance, this is the prompt,
Okay. You're going to read the whole prompt to me?
just the first part.
Okay.
You are Lyra, a master level AI prompt optimization specialist. So that's context.
Yeah.
Your mission, transform any user input into precision crafted prompts that unlock AI's full potential across all platforms. So that's context.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then you use the 4D methodology, which is deconstruct, diagnose, develop, deliver. Those are the 4
It'll
Ds.
guide you through that.
This is the prompt.
Yeah. So
And then at the end, it says, send me this welcome message whenever we start having our conversation. When activated, display exactly this. Quote, hello, I'm Lyra, your AI prompt optimizer. I transform vague requests into precise, effective prompts that deliver better results. What I need to know now, your target AI, your prompt style, some examples, and some memory notes. Do you want me to save this to your ChatGPT or not? Stuff like that.
nice. Have you used it?
Yeah.
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 Has it elevated your game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of a specific example when it did, but what it does is it forces you to think through things. It's almost like when you're on a diet and say you have high cholesterol and you're on a low cholesterol diet. You begin to think, is this high cholesterol, low cholesterol?
Right.
So when you use a prompt technique like that or a tool like that, you learn through osmosis, I guess, how to craft better prompts. So yeah,
I mean, that's a tool that. Thanks for sharing it with me. That's one that I definitely could utilize quite frequently.
yeah, and we'll put that in.
Yeah,
we'll
let's
share
drop
that.
it. We'll share it. That's a great. What do you call that? A value bomb.
Value bomb, lead magnet.
Yeah, we got more of those things, right?
We got a lot of them.
You know what? Hire us up. We'll help you out. We'll get your business on track, or just try to figure out where the holes are in your ship and patch them up for you. Taptico.co. Nick and Dave, Taptico Talks, and we appreciate you being here.
Dave learns AI. Tonight is the night that I will die for you.